Alright guys, here we are down at Golf Central tonight, and we have the new Taylormade range in the M3 and the M4 stuff that we're testing out tonight. Good one?
Yeah.
What do we got in your hands first, Richard?
Mate, the new Taylormade M3.
M3.
Yep.
Cool. Now, we're going to talk about technology because there's a whole lot to it, and everybody's probably heard of all this technology.
Yep.
As you've seen in the video we've just done with Darren, it was a good chat to have with him and hear somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, talking about the product instead of us. So, what's new, Richo?
Mate, what's new?
Talk up and talk to that thing.
The colour?
Yep, the colour.
So,
what are the three key
grey,
points that that Darren was talking about?
Colour, rails, and TWISTFACE.
Yeah, so TWISTFACE, HAMMERHEAD, and you've also got the Y Track. So the Y Track on the bottom. So
Sorry, mate, go ahead.
yeah, in times past it was a T Track,
yes,
whereas the T Track has now been taken away and the HAMMERHEAD is there instead.
Oh, it is too. I didn't realise.
Yeah, HAMMERHEAD there. Some ribs there as well. So
yep.
I think Darren was saying 7 grams was saved in the face alone.
Yeah.
Which is stupid, because I think they were talking years ago when they went from R15 to M1, they saved about 7 grams in the crown.
Yes.
Going to carbon.
Yeah, right.
The colour is really good. I really like the colour more. So
yeah, have a hit.
else, mate. Yeah, have a hit.
Yeah, move over so
I'll move over this way.
But you're right, the colour.
Like what they've done. Look, I think the 3 models that they've had now, they're getting better. I thought last year's was better than the year before, even though some people will argue that point.
Yep.
But I think that the original M1, the original, then the next generation M1, I thought was better.
Yes.
And
100%.
I think this one's heading in that same direction.
Well,
and not necessarily from.
You probably didn't see the bullfly there, but I hit that out of the toe.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for it to.
Yeah.
And it just wanted to hang straight out.
And that's the
You probably
weirdest
wouldn't see it,
thing.
so, but
no,
yeah.
you might have seen it, but
Yeah.
Hit it right. You can see it right up there.
right high toe.
Yeah.
The hard part is testing the TWISTFACE, but of course when you do hit it
Yeah.
and you do see what kind of should come out or what you expect to come out and it kind of doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the
That was
interesting
pretty cool.
part.
That was the first one I've hit in the toe. I mean, you can obviously hear about
so
it until you feel it yourself.
should feel like it's
Yeah.
going.
Until you feel it yourself, then you can. You know what I mean?
I'll have a hit. But talk
that's
about the feel and everything, because of course
Well, I got the M1.
HAMMERHEAD is basically where the track used to be, where the T Track used to be. So they've got a lot more spring off the face there. It's better than anything they've ever done. The face is a lot thinner. Everything's
Like
Yeah.
the sound stuff's very similar to last
the
year's.
sound. The sound
I'd rather sing.
is everything. I mean, you can tell that it's just better, if that makes sense. Everything.
Yeah,
is,
yeah. I was
everything's better.
just
the
saying,
sound was better.
I think with the 3 models of that now,
Yeah.
they've got a little bit better every time.
Yeah,
Like
which
I
is
said, I really like the colour, the way it sits on the ground.
yeah. I was talking to Al before about how, like, you get it out and you're like, oh, and then you sit it down. And I was talking to Al off camera. I was like, you just sit it down. I was like, it just looks like it just wants to be hit.
I was saying,
It looks so much better.
when
than
we're sitting at the table
yeah.
with just the heads,
Yep.
right? It was a bit hard, but now that you've actually got it into a shaft and you've got it down behind the ball, it does look.
It looks so good, yeah. It looks small. I was talking. It looks smaller.
Yes.
Which is, it's not, but I think
Well, it's a 460cc head.
Yeah.
Colours or whatever
Yep.
it is, but yeah, it looks smaller, more compact, more. It just looks like it just wants to get sent.
Yeah, and it does. Like numbers wise, it comes to the face as
Yeah.
quick as anything else. But for me, I kind of found that it probably wasn't the lowest spinning thing out there, but the difference between mishits, the spin numbers were closer. And I know that's what they say in the marketing stuff, but it's true.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
You can,
and that's what they're looking at, aren't they? Is those ones that you do miss that you're still getting some good flight out of it and some good distance.
yeah, well, I mean,
you
you see it on TV,
And
you
it's
say
hard
the
for the
TWISTFACE and that, and
yeah.
and then it's like you're always going to have your little, oh, is it really? Like, are they just but that was the first one hit out of the toe, and I was waiting for it to dip, and it literally just it looked like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
No,
It just looked like I hit it. It just hit it. Looked like I hit it out of the middle, but I was high toe, and it was just it was. I was impressed.
So the M3 and 4 both have the TWISTFACE. The TWISTFACE basically is adding of loft and pointing it to the right in the toe for a right-hander, and then in the heel it's taking away loft and pointing it more left, due to the fact that how 500,000 I think tests they done in regards to how a club gets into the point more often than not. And then they've made this. So
yeah, so we had to talk to them about it, and they were saying it wasn't just tested on pro golfers and everything.
No,
else.
it's
This
everyone.
was the data they've got from all their fitting centres,
with their performance
which
league,
is
30 odd worldwide.
yeah, from
Yeah.
a big wide range of people. So that'd be 36 handicappers, that would be 2 handicappers,
And pros.
everything in between.
Yeah.
And
Everything.
pros.
Yep.
And I like that. I like that you could give us that information about it.
Yes, that was
Right.
nice.
And look, I just think that they have slowly improved. I was a bit sceptical.
Yeah,
just
as was
like
I, to be
everyone.
honest. But I mean,
But-
that's
Because, you
pretty
know,
cool.
is it just a marketing ploy and bits and pieces? Oh, look, I think it's a good, solid driver.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
got to remember
like-
the marketing has to be backed up. So
Yep.
even
Yeah,
though
which
it
is
is
true,
marketing,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
has to be backed up.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Also, a little bit more aerodynamics on the toe. You'll be able to see that in the close-ups.
Oh, what about the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's
that's it. That's
Oh,
the
it's aer-
aerodynamics
oh,
in the toe.
Yep.
So to keep the air on the head longer, less drag.
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed.
The silver, like I said, it's not off-putting at all.
No.
It's
I
probably
really
better
think
than
it's
the
better.
white.
It's better than the white. Yeah. Well, I've always used the M1, and that looks way better.
I've always said that. Like I said, that's what I didn't like about the original M1. Was
Yep.
It had too much white on it.
Yeah.
And
No, I agree.
I reckon that looks really
Perfect.
good. Yep.
The white track, you can basically put weight forward, which is lower spinning, weight all the way back, which is highest MOI.
Yep.
You can have a high draw by putting it back and all that stuff. You can have
And- I don't know if it's. I mean, obviously how you hit it, but tonight, like my driver's 9 degrees.
yeah,
And this is 10.
10 and 10 and a half. Well,
10
it's turned down to 10.
Yeah, so 10 degrees, and I was hitting this lower and more penetrating than what I hit my
You're 8
9.
and a half.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
it's 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8.5.
Correct.
That's how good I
Right.
am. 8.5, and
What-
yeah, that's
What
yeah.
shaft you got?
Shaft in it is the Mitsubishi Tensei. It comes stock standard. I think it comes in the blue, the white, and the red.
So what flex is that?
They're doing that's just stiff in the 60 gram. In the M4, there's an Atmos shaft, a Fuji shaft, but they can be interchanged if they were custom fit into that. But carbon on the bottom on both sides, heel and toe. For me, it's the feel. Like it sounds very loud,
Well, I reckon.
but it doesn't feel firm. So often
Yeah.
a loud sound equals a firm feel. This feels nothing
I
like
think
last
because I've
year's
had
to me.
such a loud sounding drive for so long,
Yeah.
sound doesn't really quite the same for me.
Yeah.
All I can say is that
I thought
I think all the hype around it, it's real.
Yeah, so
That's what I
I've got all data from the Taylormade guys from last year with their previous drivers.
Yep.
So we're going to revisit that at the end of the year and see if it has or has not over a whole season.
Yeah.
But TWISTFACE so far seems to work. It's hard for us to test. You need to get out and hit it
Yeah.
when it comes out. You need to see what a miss hit might be for you that used to either snipe or cut.
Yep.
And what it actually does, because it's a weird feeling to go, oh, that's going to hook, and it's not actually hooking.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's very different, guys. Lots of technology in it. Taylormade haven't even spoken about the roughness, face roughness compared to the M3 to the M4,
Yes.
and
it
that's
was-
not even in any of their marketing, and that's something that's really cool. So they're taking the time for each and every individual club.
So this one has a smoother face,
Yep,
and Al's going to talk to you about the roughness
Yeah.
on the end.
on the M4. Correct. So
Alright.
just different
And
CG
why-
locations
why
and
they
then
have it.
all that stuff. So,
Cool.
guys,
I think good driver.
fantastic
Yeah.
driver. Go
Yeah.
check it out. It's kind of not out at the moment. You've seen a lot of reviews, I'm sure.
Yeah.
When it comes out in Australia, you're
Yeah.
looking at around February-ish. You can pre-order them anytime, but basically, go check them out when they come out and hit it for yourself and see if the TWISTFACE
Yeah.
works or not.
Because it's cool. more
It's
than
interesting.
anything.
The feel and the sound's pure.
Yeah.
Good stuff, guys. Thanks for checking the video. M3, M4 in the driver fairway hybrid. Go check out our videos on that if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Cheers, guys.